All right, and welcome into another edition of the company. I am Brian, as B. Lenny. I'm sorry, as it says down here. Thank you so much for joining us today on MLK Day.
Fucking all the way up.
Oh, yes.
MLK.
So I hope everybody had a
you just went Canadian on him.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what it was.
MLK,
I don't know what just happened.
Let me be great.
Mm-mm.
But so I hope you guys had a pleasant day. Of course, it is MLK Day. We had a lot of events going on down here. We had MLK at the State House. They had all kind of marches and demonstrations, and of course the pro-gun rally.
Yes.
Not really. I really don't understand what that was about, but it is what it is.
We never will.
They were celebrating Malcolm.
Yeah,
I guess.
They were doing what?
Celebrating Malcolm.
They were doing what?
Nope. Celebrating Malcolm.
Okay.
I'm not following him up. Nope.
No, at all. At all.
But out of my pocket.
I mean, it is what it is. I feel like people still think that somebody's trying to take something away from them when they have no intentions of taking away. I hadn't seen one person lose a gun or get a gun taken away from them when Obama was president. But it is what it is. Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
I think we've talked about that to exhaustion.
Man.
Yeah. I can't.
Let's not do that tonight.
I think the whole purpose of the day was to learn how to communicate with people, and we need to open up the gateway for communication so we can get some of this shit out the way, get something squashed. People are holding on to stuff that could be solved with a question, or a conversation. But anyway, let's get on to spouts. You had like sports.
Spouts. Oh man, you all over with this.
Damn it.
I don't even know what kind of
man. Can you get a fucking linguist in here, please?
But if I stay on the gun rally thing, then it's going to turn into one of those political conversations.
Nope.
No, we weren't trying. I wasn't trying to.
I'm
I
not.
was just confused.
Yeah.
No.
So first thing we'll talk about is our old buddy OBJ. Odell Beckham Jr. He's back in the paper. Didn't he? He was the one that handed out the money, right?
Handed out the money that they claim was fake.
He didn't do anything.
We
wrong.
knew better.
Yeah. So he handed out the money. Why was he even there?
Because he's LSU alum.
Reasons. Yeah, and then of course he was in the locker room trying to get somebody's attention. Couldn't get their attention. The cop was in the locker room as well, doing his cop thing, and moved in front of OBJ and he slapped him on the ass for some.
Yeah, it was not a cop, but it was a
It was a damn
flashlight
security.
Security guard.
It was security.
Top flight security.
Top flight.
And he looked so. Of course he was, but the look on the cop on the security guard's face when that happened was like, what the hell just happened?
Right. Yo, he was a square of squares. I would have been in there trying to sip champagne and smoke a stogie myself.
Right.
That's just me.
Yeah. So
OBJ's face after it when he saw the cop or the whatever guy's face is like, oh my bad.
Right. Like that.
All you gotta do is that one say, man, dog, my bad, dog. And,
but, my bad. You say my bad.
You can't say that.
He aimed for the
you smacked the wrong ass.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about him because
he's like,
it looked like he was a cop.
You know what? My bad.
That was intentional.
I smacked the wrong ass and keep it moving.
I thought you were Maria Taylor.
But you're in the men's locker room.
There ain't no way.
I know.
Right.
I had a flashback.
But now he's man's ass
from wrestling days.
Nah, they're gonna drop them shits, man.
No. We gotta go back. We're not gonna let Brian just slip on past this one.
Yeah, we're gonna let him go.
You said you caught a flashback of you slapping the wrong man's ass.
You said OBJ was like, oh, I didn't mean to. He was like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I caught a flashback. So that's in front of me.
You're quoting him.
Okay. He was implying the situation to what his face looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's brought up on charges for assault now. I mean, maybe
no, they got dropped. The dude dropped it.
Who put the charges up though? That's my question.
That's what it seems like. They were almost like piling on him.
Somebody talked to the guys like you should press charges. He probably made a formal complaint and then he withdrew it like 3 days later. That'd be no fucking big deal.
I think the money changed hands.
I mean, what's this world coming to if you can't smack a random dude's ass, without charges?
Hey,
hashtag me as well.
Hey. I don't even know if I want to live in this world. I just
me dose.
me what I was about to say. Shit, I forgot. About the money thing with him. It was just
NCAA just need to shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah,
right.
Y'all catching L's with the basketball. Now y'all want to catch L's with football? Y'all need to shut the fuck up. Keep fucking playing. XFL will end up being the fucking equivalent of the G League. NFL's gonna buy XFL, and then that's how we gonna bring our players in. Keep fucking around, NCAA. Keep fucking around.
You make a great point. They think they got a tie on something that can't change. Hell, look at the damn internet and shopping and everything. Shit, you got stores who thought like, man, we're just gonna sell saltwater taffy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. That ain't gonna work.
I mean, the NFL owners is just like any NFL or college coach that is stuck in the 60s and 70s. They're not thinking ahead. So they're like you said, it's going to be like this forever.
Did we just jump to the NFL?
Did I? I'm sorry. What am I doing?
Follow it at first.
I'm like, wait,
college at first.
I take it back.
NFL.
No, I was saying
we can.
The NFL. No, what I'm saying is. Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I'm off. Go ahead.
No, keep going.
No, because I was talking about the NFL owners, but at least there's gonna be somebody who says you motherfuckers are old and stupid, but we're gonna get these college players from these bullshit from the NCAA. Like there gonna has to be a transition. There's gonna be a progression.
Oh
somebody's gonna catch up. Is what I'm sorry.
It sounds like it's
that makes sense.
It's already started though, not necessarily on a player side, but I mean, look at the Panthers. We just took our offensive coordinator from LSU, right?
Baylor.
And we took a rule from Baylor, right? I mean, we got a whole NCAA.
Oh, we took the quarterbacks coach.
And that's cool, but y'all should have took fucking Bieniemy
as offensive coordinator, though, right?
Yeah.
No, as a coach. I would want him as head coach.
As head coach.
Wait, what?
I'll take him as OC too, but he deserves to be a head coach. If some of these people were unproven in college,
right?
When you were just an analyst in college 3 years ago, and now you're a head football coach in NFL, that shit's kind of weird.
All of it is, but I mean, maybe it's the fresh start Panthers need.
Oh, I'm not saying against them.
I'm not knocking.
They were one of the first ones to hire somebody. It's just that some teams took people that made no sense. No sense.
Maybe
the Cowboys was a very dumb choice.
Oh my God. Maybe the Panthers, because I think the Panthers are progressive. Their ownership is progressive.
Right
now.
I kind of feel like
now, not that other dickhead.
It's probably going to be a damn good move, though. I feel like they're going to show out because they got to make a name for themselves.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hola.
I don't know. I just thought it's just like dude hired the defensive coordinator from Baylor. Baylor just scored a lot of points. It's the Big 12.
Right.
They don't play no defense?
No.
That did not excite me at all.
The NFL just seems like the sports equivalent of the Good Old Boys Network. And you kind of just see everything happening. This is a Good Old Boys Network. Like they do one hand washing the other, somebody giving a job to another person that don't deserve it just because it's a favor.
Right.
But it's just right now, you just kind of see it, all the cogs and shit moving.
Yeah.
When you see it before.
But I mean, what's so different than any other corporate environment? I mean, I've worked for quite a few corporate, and I mean, it's all the same. Everything
I agree.
Same thing.
Just the sport equivalent of the Good Old Boy Network. The same thing that happens in politics. Same thing that happens in corporate America.
Yeah,
it's just, I mean,
they are like a for-profit company. So yes,
it's just.
I mean, we like to point out the problems with things, but what's the solution here?
For what?
Which
For what?
problem?
Which
Well,
problem?
I think we just
Make sure
said
we're following the
three.
same thing.
To make sure that people that deserve these positions are getting these positions and stop all this backdoor hiring.
Oh yeah, and just for us to make it go full circle, Eric Bieniemy, who is the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, once again put up points on a good ass team for his second week in a row to go to the Super Bowl, and yet he didn't get sniffed for a head coaching spot. So
because
that kind of makes it go full circle. So how can it? What will change? I feel you there.
Right.
I just
Ain't nothing gonna change there, Bo.
Just saying.
It ain't changing.
For back to Brian's thing. So you're probably not going to get no black owners anytime soon, but at least maybe some black GMs.
I was about to say Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
I don't know why. Don't pay any mind. Great show. Great show.
I don't
man, that's really the season 2, man.
That's the solution right there, Brian. If we can just get Black Jesus in the NFL, it's over.
Yes.
I don't know.
Black Jesus robbed the church. I don't know if y'all saw.
I don't want no
the second season of Black Jesus.
I haven't seen it.
Me and Brian watched it. Me and Brian, remember we watched the episode, Brian?
Yeah.
Everybody on here need to stop the podcast. We just need to go to church. I'm done.
But he did it from a shady preacher, a shady pastor.
Oh, okay.
So he's getting the money back to the people.
Exactly.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah. Sorry, we got all off topic because I thought he said Black Jesus.
No.
Sorry.
We need no. I would say we need black GMs.
I agree with that.
I agree. Can't think he's serious now. All I can think of is Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
My fault. That's my fault.
A la gran siete.
All right.
Okay. Yep.
But yeah, I don't know what any other problems. I already forgot. So,
I mean, we kind of moving that way though. We got black head coaches, right? So
no, we don't. Wait, name them. There's 2.
I think
and the Spanish one,
Steelers, right?
The Spanish one, he's no offense, but he's kind of watered down.
And I mean, we still.
Spanish one. What the hell just happened?
I don't know.
Ron Rivera is like
talking about Rivera, but
oh God, got it. Yeah.
And then I don't even know if Flores is the coach from Miami. I don't even know. Is he really? I don't know what he is. I haven't even seen him, so I don't know.
His name is Flores, so something Spanish, right?
Shit. Marco Rubio, but that motherfucker is a piece of shit. So
I mean,
Ted Cruz. His name's Ted. Get the fuck out of here.
Now we're in politics.
No, I'm just saying.
Water down examples. He's not giving politics. He's not giving
water down.
The thing is, Sosa's running this, and he's probably the most ADD out of all of us. So,
why am I running this? Wait, what the fuck? No,
I don't know. That's a good question.
We're moderator. Do your job, man.
We need to put it back on Brian's shoulder.
Hey, we just getting shovel passes like you, Garoppolo.
I mean, well,
he threw 8 passes yesterday.
I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious with this year, the diversity in leadership in the NFL has depleted, has gone down.
Yeah,
I'm not saying there was a lot more diversity last year and the years before, but the little that there was, it's less now.
Right.
So I don't know if it's just not people of other cultures and races trying to get these positions, or maybe they're just not raising them. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, and I don't know what the problem is, because the NFL knows that race issue because of everything that's going on. So why would you put your program at risk by continuously doing ignorant shit if you know that's the issue?
Because they don't fucking care. Listen, we need more color in the executive positions at TV stations. How about that? Because Izzo keeps saying Bieniemy. Have you ever heard his name on a broadcast yet in the last 2 months?
They don't, because they know. Because the thing is, we're in a weird time now, and I see it on ESPN now. They're trying to cater to everybody, but they don't want to ruffle up I don't want to say the Trump crowd, but the people who feel like you speak about race, they think, oh my God, they throw race in everything.
Right.
I'm like, it kind of isn't everything. It's
Man.
America, unfortunately.
Right.
So melting fucking pot.
Yeah, to where what did you post today about the Colin Kaepernick thing?
Yeah,
and I posted
that's
something in
what
the
I was
chat
saying.
where they purposely did not mention Kaepernick when it was something they should have said because he was the last one to do it. But they brought up the point that Garoppolo was somebody who just did it, but the last person who did it was Cap. But they didn't even mention his name. I'm like, that's
I posted the game.
Mm-hmm. That's the game that they were referring to. Yeah,
but that's why I said we need more people of color in those executive positions at Fox, at NBC, at yada yada. I don't know. Maybe those decisions would be different.
Hell, women too, because it's just a bunch of dudes.
Somebody help me with this. I was watching the fight.
Which fight?
The main fight that lasted like 15 seconds, even though they said 40.
Yeah. But they were panning the crowd. They were panning the crowd and showing everybody that was there. And there was one of the guys that had just played was in the crowd, and I can't remember his name. I gotta look it up. But like the camera panned right to him, showed his face for like 30 seconds, and didn't say his name, but named everybody around him.
I don't know. I had been drinking since 1 o'clock that day, so I couldn't tell you.
Yes. Oh, and my shoulder lived to talk about it.
Yo, because you sat across from. Wait,
no, I ended up switching because they didn't have the fight on right, but where I was sitting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that fight was it was interesting.
No, I mean the fight happened the way it was supposed to happen. We're gonna put you in with an old guy, a company guy. We're gonna get his ass paid. Go away. Now we're gonna set you up for either a big money fight with one or two people, or you go fight Mayweather pussy ass. One or the other. What the fuck is Marcus talking about?
I don't see it. Where are you at?
On I guess live comments because I missed all that shit last week.
You're on YouTube. I'm on.
Yeah,
Facebook.
It was Baker Mayfield. It was Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield was in the crowd, and like they introduced everybody around Baker Mayfield, but didn't say him. Didn't say his name or anything. As a matter of fact, they
don't like Baker Mayfield
3 times and didn't acknowledge him.
Maybe because he can do black man. Kind of like it. I don't know. I just don't know why. Like a lot of the media can't stand him, and he wasn't that bad.
So let me ask you about the dude. Damn, my mind is going.
Cowboy? You talking about
the dude who won the last fight?
Conor
McGregor. Let me ask you this, Sosa. Is McGregor? Yeah. Is he just not? Why don't you like McGregor? Because to me, it looks like he knows things about fighting that other people don't know, like ways to move your body, ways to strike that other people don't pay attention to. Like I've never seen anybody use their shoulder to strike somebody like that.
Shoulder. So that's if you watch. If I'm not mistaken, if you watch him against the last fight he lost against Khabib. Khabib isn't a big striker, but Khabib will on the ground and will fucking maul you.
Right.
And man, no, this is Nautica, motherfucker.
Is that bugle boy you're wearing?
Anyway,
damn, he was mad.
Well, let's backtrack. Really why don't I like McGregor?
I mean,
because I feel like he's an opportunity.
What's the name brand of that robe, though?
Huh?
But isn't fighting?
Fighting. Listen,
but he's talking. He said, "You said why didn't you like McGregor? Not his tactic." He said him. So
I don't. Like, That's
go ahead.
To me. I don't feel like I feel like he makes excuses every time he loses. He makes excuses.
Right.
Then he wants to get back into it with whoever he lost to. But okay, now we got to fight it this way. Now we're gonna do things in my favor, dude. Just what I mean. I understand. Right. Just fight. Get better.
Get good.
Fuck that. Anyway. I'm drinking. Sorry, Leah. Congratulations, Leah. Shout out to Leah. She did something. I'm
confused with what's going on.
Anyway.
Oh, Leah said you cut too much in your language. I just saw that.
I don't feel so. He lost to Khabib bad this last time.
Right.
His excuse was, and you're a professional fighter. You've been paid for fighting the last 15 years, give or take, at least. Mm-hmm. I was drinking during training.
Wait, that was
that was one of his excuses. Like, this is just one of his many excuses. I'm like, who the fuck drinks during?
All right, that's fine. Get rid of his personality, okay? Because it seems like you don't like his character flaws, okay?
No, I don't
his
like
fighting.
I don't like that he disrespects the sport. Mm-hmm. Because you can sell a fight without being disrespectful.
Correct.
The other thing is, I don't like that Dana and the media, they're just, here's a mic, talk to it.
Dana's done king on the low.
It's just, I get you're a promoter. I get this is your cash cow. But you don't have to say, oh, this is him and Khabib. The next fight is going to be like Ali and Frazier. Get the fuck out of it. Exactly. He's overrated. So here's one thing so they'll say, Conor is so elusive. In the same breath, they'll say Conor has a chin. How? If he never gets hit, how does he have a chin? Y'all got to make up your mind. It's either one or the other.
Right.
Yeah.
If he never gets hit, how you know he got a chin? Because when Nate Diaz fucked him up, y'all was like, he was getting just shit slapped out of him.
So 20, 30 years from now, when somebody's sitting at a table arguing about who was the greatest during our time, you don't think his name should pop up?
No.
Now
to answer Marcus's dumbass comment at the bottom, Pacquiao and Cotto sold really good. Pacquiao and Mayweather sold good because once they finally got together, Mayweather wasn't talking shit. Mayweather had the utmost respect for Pacquiao once they signed and said, hey, from here on, we're going to fight. You did not hear Mayweather say one fucking thing about Pacquiao. Not one. He was talking shit the whole 6 years before that. But once it started, he ain't say nothing. Mayweather versus Cotto. Mayweather gave Cotto the utmost respect prior to that fight. This was the fight right before he went to jail. That was a big selling fight. You don't need drama to sell shit. If you do respectful, if you stay true to your craft, you can make money. Because I want to see the best. Fans want to see the best fight the best. Period.
I mean, I feel you, but I do feel you, but I bet you that that McGregor Mayweather fight.
Yeah, that
shit sold so much more from all the theatrics.
Because it was so interesting to see people from two different worlds. Right. Man.
But was that the best fighting the best?
Oh no,
exactly.
I don't think that's what anybody was talking about. I think the idea was what sells the most, right? Wasn't that what the question was? Or maybe you just talked a lot lost. I don't know. But
my thing is, no, he was saying drama sells fights. You didn't need all that drama.
You didn't need it, but that shit sold a whole lot more than Pacquiao and Mayweather.
No, I don't think it did.
I bet it did. I don't know. I did not pull any numbers, but just based on living through both of them, I bet it did.
My point is, you can sell a great fight. McGregor sold. I'm sure they made an ass of money between McGregor and Cowboy. McGregor was nothing but respectful this whole fucking time. I actually love the way when he's respectful, I can deal with you.
Pause. You can what?
I can deal with you. I can fuck with you. And when at the end of the fight, when he was
trying to edit his language.
Yeah, I don't know what I said. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but it didn't cut. That was a bad time to edit.
But go ahead.
At the end of the fight, when he knocked Cowboy out, he rushed to him, gave him a hug, kiss on the forehead. We're good. Respect. Why can't you do that all the fucking time? I guarantee you, if you're the best fighter there, you're gonna make money. I guarantee it. You don't have to.
Standoffs on this one was when they did the standoffs at the weigh-ins and whatnot, and it was very respectful. You know, they gave their little eye to eye, and then as soon as after they shook hands, that was very full of respect.
Now, if you are gonna talk shit, at least be about it. McGregor's not about it because he talks shit when Nate Diaz and got drugged. Got drugged the first fight. Got drugged. The second fight, he didn't lose bad. I mean, he didn't win. Like, it wasn't a dominant win. If you fight a rematch, you talk all that shit, it's supposed to be a dominant win. No, you just barely won. Khabib got drugged. Khabib don't speak damn near a lick of English. He said, let's talk. In the middle of the fight, let's talk. No, let's talk. He's beating his ass. Let's talk. And McGregor was like, it's just business. It's just business. If you're going to talk that shit, talk that shit.
Cash money.
I think we're in the realm of sports entertainment. I think the shit talking and what McGregor does is good for the sport as far as drawing people to it.
But this is
because if you did just have people go up there and, you know, just be about to fight quietly and do their thing and respectful and leave, nobody's going to buy that pay-per-view. They're being kind of smart with what they're doing. I know it kind of dumbs the sport down and kind of makes it look like a wrestling event, but it still draws people in.
Who's going to watch it if McGregor's not fighting? Exactly. So McGregor has to fight all the time, or somebody like him has to fight all the time.
Or he has, they have to create another character. And they're trying, I believe what they're trying to do, because you see a lot more personality with these fighters. They're trying to create the next Pacquiao or the next Money Mayweather, but
Pacquiao's not a character though. Pacquiao just comes in. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fuck you up, Pacquiao. And I'm gonna walk away.
Right.
And
Pacquiao,
my English is fucked up.
Pacquiao was the old school, coming in the fight and leave. Right. And Pacquiao knows that. But McGregor's a character.
I get that.
And he's a draw.
I get that, but I mean, the Diaz brothers are draws because they talk a lot of shit. But they back that.
Because I don't think of all the years I've been watching this, I don't think I've seen so many animated characters before, like people with actual fucking personalities. It used to be come in, fight, and I'll see you and hear about you the next time you come in the fight.
So you're okay with people talking shit and not being about substance?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm talking from a complete entertainment standpoint, how to bring people into your sport. And this is what they have to do. You got to dumb it down a little bit.
Welcome to your entire Spotify playlist.
What just happened? Just saying. I mean, I'm all about characters, but you actually have to be about it. And
then these people have to think about what's. Then these people have to think about what's after MMA or what's after the UFC. What do they do? You know, do they go to another kind of entertainment? And if they do, they have to have some kind of resume. Well, what are you bringing over here that translate into what we're doing?
I think you said
that. They're kind of. Go ahead, say it again.
I think, what you said, because I think you're the one that said it. The dude Covington going to WWE. The Trump supporter that got his ass.
Excuse me.
Oh shit, is he? Yeah, it's time for him to stop.
He said that. Yeah, no, but I thought you said that. Like, you know,
you said Cowboys going to WWE?
No, Covington.
Covington.
Oh, Covington. Okay.
But
they got a plan for the future.
I need to stop this shit.
I mean, I think it's hard. Brian, one of your first questions was, would McGregor, 20 years from now, whatever, would he be regarded as one of the greatest? And I think it's hard for if you're talking about MMA, it's really hard for anybody to be really seen as the greatest because there's so much turnover in the MMA. It seems like there's always someone new coming in that's badass that can do this. I mean, I haven't seen anybody just like really sit there at the top and it's just like nonstop. This is who I am. I'm going to be regarded as the greatest in MMA.
Do you watch the sport, Jay?
Yeah.
So do you remember Fedor from Pride?
Yeah.
He's still considered the best heavyweight ever.
I'm talking
Pride.
more
that's
like
12, 15 years
right
ago.
now. Like if you look in today, okay, so that's one that's an exception to the rule and based on what I'm saying.
Anderson, Silva. I mean, from now And this isn't like a lot of people's, it's almost the same with music. Like your longevity. Oh yeah, you made 1 million record sales or streams, but are you dope? Yeah, you fucking made this much money in your career, but who did you fight? Fedor fought everybody. Rampage fought some great trilogies. Chuck Liddell. Tito Ortiz was trash, but I mean, he can make a name for himself. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'd be on my rant.
As soon as
you're good.
No, as soon as Sosa said that about you were you won a lot of fights, but who did you fight? I was thinking about Clemson's season.
Hey.
I mean, you know what? Listen, I'm through and through a Gamecock, and Clemson had a weak ass season, which they normally do. But when they play somebody that's worth something, they still play.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they play when they get to a good opponent, they still play.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I could say something different. As a Gamecock, I wish I could say, you know what? And Tigers play a weak ass schedule and they suck when they play somebody good. But the truth is, when they play somebody good, they still play.
I mean,
they played a hell of a lot better against LSU than I thought they were going to.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually
I thought LSU
watching
was going to drag them.
No, I didn't think that.
I'm sitting here looking at the chat, waiting for Marcus to defend his time.
Maybe he went to sleep because I need his comment.
He went to sleep. It's past his bedtime.
That's exactly why I said it.
I just think a pro style offense beats college defense any day, personally. And I think that's what happened to them. Like they picked up on it. Not one team this year really has picked up on Clemson. They might have figured out Clemson in the beginning, but then Clemson switched up their packages, and you didn't know who the hell's about to blitz. And they figured it out. As soon as they blitz to one side, they run a draw to the other side. Then they got the ball out on like 3-step drops. So they figured it out.
Is anybody still watching? I think we're just hanging out right now.
We just chilling. It's just us.
Because they're in and out. They're in and out.
Because I mean,
nobody cares tonight.
Because we've been talking about football and sports.
Fucking football and sports. Like nobody give a fuck about that. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, new topic.
All right, so we got a topic up here that says things that aren't as good as what people say they are. With the subtopic, Tyler Perry.
It's funny how that all goes hand in hand on topic.
That was a good segue.
You did good on that one, mediator, moderator, whatever.
Mr. Perry.
Mediator.
Mr. Perry. All right, so Tyler Perry released a Netflix movie.
Yeah, called
Fall from Grace. That's
maybe
I'll be the title of that movie is probably the most meta title of a movie that he's ever done.
He got his money and ran.
Yeah.
I watched as much as I could. And it wasn't a lot.
Damn.
You know what, man?
So go ahead. Go
ahead, Brian. I'll let you go ahead and finish there.
All right. So my thing is, okay, and I understand we want to support
I'm glad you said
Black businesses and Black entertainment and all things Black and ethnic, just because they don't get the pub that a lot of other streams of media do. But if something is bad, it is okay
to be like it's bad.
It's not hating. It's not disrespect. It's bad. So this movie is bad.
Did you see?
Did
you see Acrimony?
No.
Rich, I was thinking about that when people was talking this shit.
Hey man, that movie, I don't know if y'all remember the press tour for that movie, but I think it was like he did, because it was Taraji and him, and they were running around everywhere, and they were like saying how basically that movie was it was shot on his studio, and they did the whole movie in basically 8 days. And it looks like it.
Oh,
really?
I do remember Taraji. Taraji's in that, right?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
is.
Taraji talked about that, and I was like, 8 days.
Yeah, they shot the whole movie in 8
There's
days.
movies
man.
that take a whole season, like let's say spring, fall, winter. There's movies that shoot that long. How the hell do you do a movie in 8 days?
But, you know,
I
and
mean,
this is the thing. This is the thing. To me, it's almost disrespectful to give your public something that you won't even take the time to produce.
You know what, man?
You know?
You know what bothers me most about Tyler Perry? Like,
go in.
No, it's the fact that he has basically shown that anybody can essentially with the right drive and idea and vision, they can pretty much create their own mechanism for getting their content out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But why does your shit have to be so mediocre? Too bad. Like nothing. I haven't seen anything that Tyler Perry has done that actually is like, you know what? I remember this. Like the biggest thing Tyler Perry honestly has done outside of
Family That Prays is the one I like.
That's the only one, and that's okay.
I actually like that one.
And that one's actually okay.
I think he had a writer's room on that one because that one actually had complexity to it.
The rest of his movies are either just too terrible, and it's simply because it's like he reminds me of like George Lucas during the prequels. Like he has a whole bunch of money, he's got ideas, but he has nobody telling him no. And because of that basically translates into you putting shit out there that's like, yeah, this is what the people want to see, and it's like, someone in the room was like,
oh, like Lil Wayne when he put out his rock album,
right?
Oh,
God damn it!
Why do you?
I mean,
I don't want to talk about Lil Wayne, so
I will not.
It wasn't that bad.
It could stay where it's at.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
And I said this during the pregame, or I think I did. Tyler Perry is experienced enough. Don't you think Tyler Perry is experienced enough to not need a yes man? I mean, somebody to tell him no. I'm sorry.
He
should be, but
yeah, because there's levels between yes man and having like someone to lean on and be like, hey, how that sound?
Right?
Yeah, I see. Like almost like equal, but he got money, tons of money, so they ain't really equal. But I know what you mean.
Even if like, and I haven't watched the movie, but the three big things I heard was the hair change. I guess when the lawyer was talking to,
I saw a lot of empty cups things where people were talking about. They said the dude was. They said that's the best actor in this movie. He said he drank the hell out of no water in his cup.
Like, you're an experienced director. You've been in the game.
Yeah,
these are attention to detail things that we're gonna catch.
Yeah. But that's got to be the crew he's hiring to do the work. Like
to
that
do the work, but who isn't he overseeing it? Is that the right
word? But I mean, let's be honest, the director can't see everything, but even then, it's
you
like
should have those people who literally sit there and go through those consistencies to watch things in the background. That is, I don't know what it's called, but I know every movie has that. There's
a role for that, right?
I can't remember what it's called, but he don't have it, or else he just hire anybody to do
it. He's like, this is gonna make me $1 billion. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm saying that's it's to the point, and just like you said, it's gonna make me $1 billion. Fuck it. He knows that people are gonna watch it, and they're gonna continue to watch it. He knows that enough people are gonna watch it on Netflix to where they're gonna ask for a sequel. He doesn't have the craft to all these nuances. It's disrespectful.
You know what? This is
someone that knows better.
He recorded a dress rehearsal and then put it out.
Yeah, thank you. That's you know what that
sounds probably accurate.
I don't want to watch it.
They're like, how many takes we gonna do this? Yes.
Oh yeah, you think I need another take? They already transitioned into another scene. They're like, what?
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's frustrating because he has the power to do amazing things with his company, but he'll admit to you, "Oh, I do everything myself. I don't hire writers."
You need a second pair of eyes. You need a third pair of eyes.
Absolutely. So
and in the process, to be honest with you, these big name actors he's hiring, he's damaging their careers.
That what kind of
people like, oh,
that kind of makes me mad. You got good up and coming actors that are like, early in their career that's doing very well to take those roles because they want to get their name out there and they get top billing. You had like Felicia Rashad was in that movie, Cicely Tyson was in that movie, and it's like,
I was about to say, pull his ass out in this cold trying to make a movie. We trying to preserve her.
Right. There's like he gonna make her act till she die. That's terrible.
Damn.
But that's all. I don't get it because I'm not a big Tyler Perry fan. I did see a few people on my timeline say it was the greatest thing they've seen in a while.
And they're in denial.
Did they watch anything else besides that in a while?
Their eyes were closed.
I don't know.
When they were watching the movie.
Were they watching commercials?
And like I said before, I don't want people to think that I'm hating on what he's doing.
No.
I just don't like.
If you don't like it, you don't like it.
I think
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
It goes back to what we've been saying. You want to support certain businesses,
right?
People of color, support certain people, support business, people of color, quality business.
Right.
There's a difference.
That's true.
Like, and I said it and I asked, but nobody answered me. So fuck y'all. But
all right.
Wow.
Fuck you too.
And that was
legal issues aside. If Cosby had his own station and his own studio, would he would have put this kind of bullshit out?
No.
Hell no.
He was very attention to detail and morals put out, even though he didn't have any himself. But if you hear anything about like Cockroach, well, what his name? Carl Payne got kicked off the show because he wouldn't cut his hair. Like he didn't want to write into the fact of a different world about homegirl having a baby and all that. Like he was big on like little meticulous things of how it would be viewed. So he damn sure ain't gonna let a movie like this come out.
And he should be a hero. He was in The Matrix. Wasn't Tyler Perry in The Matrix?
No, Roy Jones Jr. was. Y'all must have forgot.
I can I know he was in Star Trek.
He did work his way. Yeah, Star Trek.
He was in Star Trek. Like he's been in things where we're like, he should be a hero, but this shit is fucking with that legacy. So
I just feel like he's doing. It's almost like the same way we look at these studios. They keep putting out all these Fast and the Furiouses and some of these Disney movies they're just remaking and it's kind of go, why? It's like he's just putting out shit to bankroll his studio.
Right.
But yet, like, we're not getting anything back for you bankrolling your studio. It's like you're building this great shrine, but like, what are you doing over there with it?
Mulan's going to be amazing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would actually agree there. That's the
I have no clue.
That's the only one I think is going to actually be all right.
Okay.
It's like okay.
Unless they get like
I have Disney Plus and watched it all of 3 times.
It's gonna be a problem if they put like a strawberry blonde as Mulan though.
I'm gonna be marching and I don't even never even seen the regular Mulan. Huh?
It's my land.
What?
It's my land.
Mushu.
Hey, that's racist.
It definitely was.
They did say that they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna have Mushu in the movie.
They better not.
With Mushu.
Tons of little
That was
dragon.
the little dragon.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not cool at all. I didn't know about that. Now.
Why are they not gonna have Mushu?
Because Eddie Murphy delirious.
Not realistic. This is supposed to be a realistic depiction of Mulan.
But they got a witch who literally vaporizes and teleports places. How the hell does this work?
Oh, dropping them jewels, my nigga.
It's in a certain.
I mean,
universe.
Nah.
I'm not gonna get into that because I haven't even seen the original, so I don't care. But
really?
The live action one,
that's actually pretty good.
Live action looks like it's gonna be great.
I just realized why you're so harsh on these shows because you never seen Mulan.
Why would I watch something with a character named Mushu? Hey, let's go watch Slowpoke Rodriguez or Gonzalez or whatever the fuck his name is on Speedy.
Hey,
it was just slow.
Radio Raheem.
Radio Raheem.
Bruce Leroy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
let's
watch that movie though. You watch
Know
that
what I'm
one
saying?
with the good hair.
Show enough.
Yeah.
Get off the racist stuff.
I'm just saying the 80s was fucking wide open with that shit.
I'm just saying all that's bald, right? I said with the good hair, and Brian gonna do this.
Fuck.
I didn't do that.
He had a moment with his own
You
head.
did it in your head though.
Next time we take a trip, we shaving Brian head. So
Yeah,
he
man.
can blend in.
He's gonna be black out front, and I'm gonna be. I
All
promise
right,
you.
I'm not. Well, let me change. I said I was gonna beat all y'all. I'm gonna fight all y'all.
Not Brian. You lift a lot. I think
We
you'll
won't
beat Mike.
We gonna fight.
We'll beat Mike.
But in the realm of, I kind of understand what the Tyler Perry fans are doing, because we were talking about this earlier. The subtopic was paying attention to something that's not that good, or giving your attention to something that's not that good. We've all done it. You know, I like M. Night Shyamalan, whatever, however you say his name. He has opportunity to make great movies.
Ding dong.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always gonna be my primary fucking example.
Yeah, but he puts out crap.
Piss me off at that.
And I like Science. I actually
like-
like
Till the end.
Baseball bat.
Till the end. I'm with Izzy till the end.
What a twist.
Swing away.
Yeah. And that was Joaquin.
Yeah, that
I
was
don't give a
Joaquin
damn.
Phoenix. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Joaquin
That
Phoenix.
was
Well,
Joaquin.
He played an amazing part.
Oh my
He
god.
played an amazing part.
Oh god damn,
But-
Joaquin.
He puts out crap, but the thing is, if he comes out with a movie tomorrow,
We're
gonna
gonna
go
watch
see
that
it.
shit. We watched 3 fucking
because
movies
it
in a
might
row.
be. Mm-hmm.
And then he go ahead,
So-
Brian. And then he did what?
This one might be a good one. Yeah. So I kind of understand and I identify with these people. They feel like this is gonna. Well, they some of them are just brainwashed because they think all of them are great.
Right.
But the people that continuously go see these movies and tune in, they think that this is going to be the one great movie that Tyler Perry does.
I mean, it's like the Transformer movies.
Whoa.
Come on now.
No, you know that's right. You go to see all of them.
You do one, and then there's 4 in a row that's just trash.
All right. One. I actually like 1,
See?
3.
You're gonna try to
Actually, like
justify it.
1, 3.
That doesn't make a good series.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like cohesively, yes. I mean, the thing is, like, when it comes to Transformers, I'm a pretty objective fan, because even to me, it's like when people talk about the original show, it's like, I hope y'all realize that this was nothing more than a 22-minute toy commercial, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
that's all that it was. You just think it makes you feel better because you know you had a really cool play pattern. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna deny it. I'm gonna say, like, yeah, pretty much most of the series wasn't really that good. Especially
Thanks for playing
5.
devil's advocate.
5 was a terrible movie.
It was just trash.
5 was terrible, but I saw it.
But look, you went to the movies to see all of them.
Just
I did.
sit.
Yeah, because it's a franchise that I think it's Tyler. I don't know, but maybe Tyler Perry is a franchise in a sense. But it's not, because it's not Medea. You know, it's not like you're going to see Medea. You're going to see a Tyler Perry production. I guess. Now I will say this though. It's like, I think if Tyler Perry would stick to doing stage plays, I think he'd be better off. Because like the production aspect of it, I think that's where it gets stuck. Like he's doing things like it's a stage play and it's totally not. It's like, you can actually have a scene. You can make something like, take a couple of days to produce. Like you don't have to have a prop. You slap on this wig one day and then like she goes to break and put the wig back on. It's like in a different spot. It's like, you don't have to do all that.
No consistency.
I mean,
hey, let's do this. Let's turn it to music too. We know, and all of us have been listening to hip hop for most of our lives.
Okay.
Okay.
See who's
The artist comes out, we get that first album, it's fire. We've been listening to hip hop long enough to know the next album is not going to be fire.
Sometimes you do get it.
Redman's a little consistent.
Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe Called.
Low End Theory is their sophomore effort.
It does happen. But we
it happens,
know many artists that it doesn't happen to, but we still buy the music.
Mm-hmm.
and we'll buy the third album because we think, okay, the second was bad, the third might be good.
Then you get Midnight Marauders.
But then you get the Love album.
Tribe has just been.
No, that would be their fifth.
That was their fifth, and that
Beat
was
Rhymes and Life was before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've just been consistent.
They have been.
I can't take that away from Tribe.
So you're saying that we should give Tyler Perry his due?
No, I'm saying I understand
as
why
an entrepreneur.
Yes, I was going to say, like business wise,
I still understand why people are listening and watching his movies and paying him.
I just feel he's had way too many chances to get it right. Way too many. And like the corners are still getting cut. Like there's I know you could do things different ways, but tried and true, a writer's room, tried and true, paying attention to detail in the movie. Nobody wants to invest their time, and it looks like you went on this great press run and all this made it sound all great, and then I watched the movie and it looks like this was my project in my journalism class or movie editing class.
I swear
that's a slap in everybody's face.
Man, there were times in Acrimony where seriously I thought that this was a YouTube video from like 2003. Like I was like there was a part where they were walking supposedly like on the side of a river, and I kid you not, it was like the worst green screen I've ever seen. Like it was literally it looked like, you know, when people are like acting like they're walking, but they're really not moving at all. Like that's what it looked like. It was just
it sounded like some shit off In Living Color,
bro. It was bad. Like that was probably like the worst production I've ever seen in a movie. Like trying to be serious. Like when it's trying to be a joke, like for example, Black Dynamite, for example. Like when it's trying to be a joke is one thing, but this was that movie made me literally stop watching Tyler Perry movies.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Nobody's checking him on it, so he's going to continue to do it. People will blog, you know, and tag him in little comments or whatever, but I don't think the people who actually mean anything to him or people who can get to him are saying anything.
No,
I mean, you know, my philosophy on so much is if I don't dig it, I just don't pay attention to it, and I don't really like it, so I just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, I won't go on a rant or something unless it's like just total like you're disrespecting culture or something or being. You just disrespecting as a filmmakers, man. Like that junk is just.
It's just to me if Spike Lee. And I think Spike Lee should have been the first one to do it, not Tyler Perry. No disrespect. Just because just Spike Lee just put in that work, man. He wouldn't put no shit out like that.
And Spike Lee always spoke his mind, and he didn't play the.
He wouldn't put. Yeah, exactly. He wouldn't.
And I think that hurt him, but at the same time, he stayed tried and true. And guess what? He's getting his roses now.
He's a fucking legend.
Spike's end goal was on a different spectrum than what Tyler Perry's is.
Tyler was the cheat guy.
Tyler makes the movie everybody watches and nobody feels uncomfortable. Spike makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, Spike is gonna fucking do Kill a Mockingbird type of shit.
Yeah.
I'm about to say he is.
Well, I wish.
Boy, that would be amazing. And if he did it as a period piece, he would kill it.
That's not gonna do it in our lifetime. That's not gonna happen. They're not gonna come. They're never gonna come back out with that movie.
I mean, they did release.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, speaking of that, I saw Just Mercy this weekend.
How was that?
Pretty good, and it takes place in the town that To Kill a Mockingbird was written in.
Get out of here!
Yeah, that's where it takes place. I just wanted to say that when you said it. Jamie played a good role. Michael B. Jordan and me did very well too, and a lot of other parts were very interesting because it tied into the true story. That's what actually made it really good, and not a bunch of fake characters that a lot of movies throw out there to make you to guide you through the story. Like, what was the Boston bombing movie?
Oh,
like that one. Mark Wahlberg character does not exist because if he exists, he would be a national hero.
Oh my god! I never watched it.
It's to help guide you through the story,
right?
Mm-hmm. No, Just Mercy was a very, very good movie.
I mean, Mark Wahlberg is a national hero.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's a peacock. You gotta let him fly.
You gotta let him fly. That's right.
I don't know what's going on.
You never see the other guys?
Oh, yes. Never mind. I know now. I know.
That's
The one where The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson die.
Yeah.
And they become those.
Yeah.
I always think about him and Four Brothers when he when they was talking to the little brother and they called him Cracker Jack.
Oh yeah.
He finally picked up a gun and started shooting, and he said, "You go, girl." Fairy learned how to shoot a gun.
That's fucking awesome.
I forgot.
Oh god.
They finally did release the movie poster for Candyman.
For
So-
what? I'm late.
I don't know if I want to watch this, man.
Wait, let me look for this. Hold on a
I
second.
know Jordan Peele's great, amazing. I don't know if I want to watch this.
Well, you got the same guy playing Candyman, I think.
Get out of here.
Because the Candyman.
I know he's in the movie.
Oh, Tony
Hey,
Todd.
Why you bullshitting?
Yeah.
Candyman scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
That came
And I
out
think it's
92,
gonna
93.
Yeah.
I remember still seeing that on like the marquee. I never saw it.
You never saw Candyman?
No.
Just
I've
watch
never-
it just because.
Bruh.
It's not going to
I've
scare
never-
you.
I mean, it ain't gonna scare you now, but as a kid, I was scared to go in public bathrooms.
That dude's still alive that played the Candyman?
Candyman. Shut the fuck up.
Yo.
Oh yeah, Tony Todd is alive.
Tony Todd.
Yeah, man.
He was in Platoon.
Yes, he
He's
was.
been in a lot of shit.
Which I keep trying to get Arlene to watch
He
that
was
movie.
in Colors.
Platoon?
Yeah,
Colors,
man.
Colors.
Man.
Colors.
I don't know. There's some
Whoa, Dick.
What?
Fiction.
Destinations.
What?
How do you say depicted? Depictions.
Damn, he's played in a lot of shit.
Wow. You
There's
gotta
some
stop drinking
depictions
so
that I
much,
just. But whatever.
I think he just had an aneurysm.
Yeah, I probably did. Spanish got in the way.
Oh. That is what a stroke looks like with a young man.
I can never run for office because of the shit I say on here.
Because when you
You
find
know
out
what?
you made a
Oh,
mistake,
no.
I disagree with you.
Yeah.
I got a brown
Presidents that were
face.
cokeheads.
Man.
I think you could do it, bro.
I got a brown face and I got a Spanish name. Them motherfuckers think, why are you still here? Take your ass across the border.
Well, we could say that
Yeah,
to them.
you gotta have like
all of us can
Spanish
leave.
name, but like we have no hint of Spanish about you.
Yeah.
Shit, no, that's not going.
Ted Cruz.
My name's gonna be Elijah Sauce. Right? No, I have to be Elijah Sauce, and I'm fifth generation. I'm fifth generation something.
Wait, what?
I have to change my whole backstory.
Oh, okay. All right.
Elijah Sauce.
I was like, damn, did you just forget what you
Too
are?
much sauce. His
No.
campaign song will be like too much sauce or some shit like that. Instead of bitches love Sosa.
Oh, no.
I hate that.
So okay, so Jay said earlier, if he sees something he doesn't like, he just doesn't watch it.
I agree.
I'm the same way.
Do you think we should voice our opinions on things we don't like Tyler Perry movies, or just keep it ourselves?
I mean, you can voice your opinion, but you don't have to go on an angry tirade about it.
Yeah.
Can you? Is there a way to do it?
Without being a dick?
Yeah, just
So
be like,
I'm-
I don't like this because
I'm all about iron sharpens iron. I've always been about that. Is there a way to do it to critique it constructively where people be like, okay, he's not hating, he's just trying to make you better? If there's a way to do that, then yes, you should say something.
I mean,
If you
have to
can't
be
do it
on-
like that, then you're just being a dick and
you
a
have
troll.
to be on a level, right? So y'all brought up Spike Lee earlier, right? So if Spike Lee was to bring Tyler Perry aside and be like, hey, check it.
I agree.
You know, I'm just saying that maybe if you tried to not throw these wigs in here like this, you know,
They
if
did
you-
knock
if you
heads.
didn't
They
do
did knock
X, Y,
heads for a
Z,
long
then
time,
it would take
by
you
the
to
way.
a whole nother level, and then Tyler
Yeah.
Perry would be like, "Oh shit!"
What do you mean they knocked
Spike
heads?
Lee?
I don't know this story.
They didn't like
No,
each other.
like they
Didn't like
yeah, didn't like each other. Spike Lee was taking jabs because he felt the same way. Not so much about, I guess, he didn't criticize his craft, but it was just like the Medea movies. He kind of
Right.
knocked it because he's starting to get budgets, and it's like he want to depict true stories and good things, and he know how to direct. And he was kind of just getting frustrated with that.
I mean, Cosby
like
did that
they've actually sat down
Eddie.
and talked several times. So he even mentioned that in his press run for Black Klansman. I remember.
Why wouldn't you take someone like Spike Lee's advice?
Because,
If you feel like you're on his level,
because he had more money, probably.
Yeah, because he went to
I mean-
Morehouse and he went to NYU Film School. Like he
Again,
I think anybody who has had any kind of success in any field would have an issue taking advice from somebody in that same field because you've already made money without their advice.
Right.
What
That's
you have to tell me.
Exactly. He made
What
a
about
masterpiece
constructive
early in his career too.
what about constructive criticism?
If you don't ask for it, don't get to them.
I mean, okay.
I mean, again, I think if you on that level or greater, then you can have that conversation. If you're not doing what at least up to what Tyler Perry is doing, then it don't really matter. Especially if you ain't digging it. Like for me, I don't know. I haven't even. Only thing I've done, I've seen like people talk about it online, social media and stuff. I haven't actually seen it. Don't have any wants to see it because I'm not a big fan of really anything you put out.
Me too.
Yeah.
I
Live
guess.
and let live kind of philosophy, I guess.
Yeah, I understand. That's live and let live, and there's that goes with a lot in life. You know, you don't agree with somebody's religion, shut the hell up, mind your business, worry about your own spirit.
Live
You
and
know,
let live.
like when this man's making movies, shut the hell up, find another movie to watch.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But
And there's so
like,
much
if you
trash
see
in
somebody-
Hollywood.
No, I mean, if it's tearing down something, now that's a different argument, right?
Right.
So like a live and let live doesn't mean that if there's a pedophile over here and he's my next door neighbor and he's just like taking all these kids and doing this thing, then I'm gonna let him live on that, right? That's a whole different.
Yeah. And on the adverse, I'm not going to live and know that you're heading towards the Mack truck and continue to let you drive.
Right.
I think Tyler is about to destroy himself.
No, I mean, if you feel that if that's the way that you feel right there, and you're on a level that you could talk to him about it, then yes, I think you need to talk voice your opinion. You should take him aside, man to man, and say, "Hey, you know what? Don't take me the wrong way on this. Just my opinion, but this is where I see you going, and I don't want to see you end up there, brother. You know?
Yeah, your fan base is going to see you cutting these corners, and they'll get tired of it.
Right?
They'll get tired of it.
But
you would think that
if you just criticizing to criticize, then I say shut the hell up, let the man do his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
man.
Well, it is what it is. Tyler Perry, hats off to you. I appreciate everything you've done for black. Matter of fact, not even just black movies. I appreciate everything you've done for anybody who tried to get an acting job, because there are a lot of white actors that probably wouldn't have gotten on if Tyler didn't give them a chance. There are a lot of Latino actors that probably wouldn't have gotten on. Period. So actors, period. You've done a lot for actors, period. It's just you got to step this production game up.
So
people gonna stop working for you.
For good people.
What's that, Jason?
You got to get your directing shit together so you can continue doing good shit for good people.
Right.
Yeah, because there's gonna come a point where people are just gonna go, I ain't checking in no more. It does happen.
I'm not working for Tyler. He films movies in 6 days. He's gonna put a wig on me, and I got locks. He's on top of locks.
I don't like this man's work.
The thing that I will say that I guess one of the things that kind of turned me off from Tyler Perry is it just, I've said this so many times. I don't really dig stereotypes, and it does seem like every single one of his movies is like he it's like a stereotypical character. There's no out the box living at all. It just is. This is 100% what a stereotype of this black man in this situation would do. So that's your character.
And this black woman likes that terrible black man.
It was early in his movies. It was if you was the light skinned dude, you was beating the woman.
Right.
Damn.
But then there'll be a light skinned savior dude too.
There would be a light skinned savior.
If you was the dark skinned dude,
Actually, I think
the hardworking dark skinned dude secretly had $1 million.
No,
you just work.
A lot of times with the dark skinned dude.
I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah, I think you got
because remember Blair Underwood, whatever movie it was, he was beating the hell out of some chick.
He always plays an asshole though.
He does,
and he's probably the nicest dude ever.
And still getting roles and still look about the same. It's scary.
Brian just wanted those roles to be different.
I think there's producers sitting around like, damn, we need a date. Blair Underwood. And he just But yeah, I did switch around because I'm really tired of being the bad guy in these fucking movies.
Yeah, Brian was like, I'm dark skinned. I think he was actually like the dark skinned brother was the savior.
Don't save her.
Some kind of weird corner rolls out of nowhere.
I mean, hey, but that's my point. Why is there a stereotype about that? Dark skinned brother should be able to be the savior.
Mm-hmm. I ain't saving these hoes.
I mean, the super light skin should be able to be the savior too. We're not going back to Black Jesus. We're not doing no white.
Damn it!
White dude is usually the guy who married into the black family. He's just kind of the awkward comedy relief in the movie in Tyler Perry movies.
Right. He's not
usually.
And I just say that because I know you can't stand Gary Owen. So
can't.
I don't get him sometimes, but
I like him.
I like it too. I think he's funny.
Mm-hmm.
You want to watch all his stand-ups at once? Just watch one of them, and it's every single
day.
True. Same goddamn joke.
I don't think he's that bad.
No,
like Dana White or Dane Cook. I'm sorry, Dane Cook.
Oh, I almost thought you said that.
No, I disagree.
Dane Cook.
If you look at all of his different stand-ups, they were so different, man. And they were
I don't know, man.
Super original stuff that he just probably got high out his mind and then came up with.
I really like Jim Gaffigan.
I'm a Bill Burr kind of guy.
Bill Burr is fucking hilarious.
Bill Burr is my dude.
Speaking of Bill Burr, his movie, his cartoon, the next season is supposed to start like I think next month.
Ooh, F is for Family. That shit is hilarious.
Oh, I never watched it. I didn't know that was him.
I think we were intoxicated watching it at Rich House last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to be intoxicated.
Oh, I don't think you can get that intoxicated.
I don't.
You have a security clearance.
Well, I mean, not just today. Sorry.
I don't think there's a such thing as intoxication for you.
Oh no, I'll tell him after the show.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, Bill Burr is hilarious. People forget that he was on the Chappelle Show, playing little stuff.
Oh yeah, he was on. Snoop Dogg has a channel where he interviews people, and it's funny as hell.
Oh god!
And Bill Burr was on there, and the stories Bill Burr was saying was so hilarious.
Oh, dude, man,
so hilarious.
I just saw a video of Snoop Dogg rapping in, I think, like Korean or something.
What?
Speaking of Snoop, did y'all see his new business venture?
Say what?
What business venture? He's done like everything under the sun and keeps making money too.
He has a grass-fed. He has a grass-fed donut burger at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh,
great!
Wait, say that extra slow.
I'm just tired, but I'm not high. I ain't drunk.
Say that again. Wait, I gotta write this. Grass?
Is it grass? No, it's a plant burger. I'm sorry, it's a plant-based burger.
A plant-based burger.
He said grass-fed
plant-based donut burger. I was thinking grass-fed beef.
He said,
but it is a donut burger.
Extra slow.
I'm about to say that defeats the purpose. Why is it you be grass-fed on a donut?
Why
do you need to be plant-based on a donut?
I had to translate that from English to Spanish and back to English.
I'm not a cake donut person, so I'll pass.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
I do like that that apple spice donut they got though. That's the only thing I like.
I'm on the
cream, but it's bad because I only grew up knowing Dunkin' Donuts.
Dude,
what is wrong with Jason?
I'm sorry. I will say this: being in New York,
what's wrong with Jason?
Like, I don't know what's wrong.
So I'm stupid. I can't stop laughing from to say that shit extra slow to I had to translate it.
What's funny is I skipped all the way over that shit.
Oh man.
Yo, why up north ain't nothing but Dunkin' Donuts and Domino's? What's their problem? They just hate their taste buds.
They don't know any better.
God damn it! I hate Izzo's face right now. Shut the fuck.
What?
I hate your face.
It's the truth.
No, we had Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, Domino's, of course, but
Little Caesars, you just hate your stomach.
Hey,
you want to eat cardboard with milk?
Hey, when you don't have no money and it was $2 pizzas for $10,
dude.
Fuck it. You got, and you can't. How you can't front on the crazy?
I
bread?
remember being in the hotel. I was like, "Oh man, let me look at Uber Eats because the kitchen downstairs closed this hotel.
Wait.
Ain't nothing but Domino's and McDonald's was open."
Izzo, we're talking about in the 90s.
Oh, I'm talking about
when we didn't have money. I have money now, so I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, but I don't want McDonald's or Domino's.
I love McDonald's. I keep them bitches in business.
Yes,
but anyway,
real food, boy.
No,
they keep toilet paper in business for me.
The only thing we had growing up, and when I met people from South Carolina and they tried to argue me down about Krispy Kremes, I was like, "You're fucking crazy." Until I get here, and I drive past when the sign is fucking on,
and then you see motherfuckers U-turning, don't you?
Yeah. He's like, let me go see what the fuck's going on. And I got a box. I got a box of 6. I said
6.
Wait, because I didn't know no better.
And you had to wrap back around and get 6 more.
Coming back. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be late to work today. I was late to work that day. So
you get your caloric count on in that box of 12, man.
Right.
But yeah. So we have Krispy Kremes in Chicago now, but whatever. I gotta stop drinking during these things.
For somebody who gotta be up at the ass cracking on.
Yeah.
Anybody had any shotgun topics they want to get off real quick before we end this thing?
No, thank you for the 3 viewers.
I got something real quick.
If we still have them.
No, we got 4 people.
No. I watched Tropic Thunder again this past weekend.
Hey,
that movie because of that interview.
Why did because of the interview? Okay.
Yeah. I watched it. Yeah, exactly. That movie still works, and Robert Downey Jr. literally is the only white dude to do blackface and get a pay raise.
But why?
Because that shit was hilarious.
Right? Yeah, but
it was a context.
You gotta watch if people take hours to watch Joe Rogan, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah. He said 90% of his black friends approved of it. Those other 10%, he's like, they pretty much be okay. They don't like him.
Hey man, like the thing about that movie is that he played that is because the only reason why it works is because it's a parody of a parody. Mm-hmm. He's essentially the entire movie is about the Hollywood industrial complex in and of itself, and then on top of that, you got this guy who's playing a method actor. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna try this black thing for a little while. See how this works out.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Oh man.
And the way
and basically what we're saying is like, all right, we let Robert get away with this shit. Don't
right. Yeah. I think that's it.
But see, it works the same way that Dave Chappelle worked in Whiteface. It's the same thing. It's because it's number one, it's funny. There's something that you're trying to prove or disprove.
Right. You're basically proving the hypocrisy of the entire thing while
versus like we're laughing at you.
And then it's like
he explained it. He said it in the movie pretty much, you know, the whole thing which made it better. He said, I'm a dude playing another dude. So that in itself was like, okay, I got you. You're not a black guy playing this role. You're a white guy playing an actor who's playing a black guy in a movie.
Right. That's what makes that's the only reason why we're like
that's like those little toys inside of toys. That's what it sounds like.
And these also wasn't coming from
we'll do it again.
Like Dave Chappelle or Robert Downey Jr. Neither one of those roles, there was nothing malice about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I never felt like pissed. I thought the shit was funny from top to bottom
in those situations.
When Eddie Murphy did it, this shit was extra hilarious. He did that.
Oh, you're talking about the thing from SNL?
Talking about the white like me.
Yep.
Yep.
That is funny. That is funny.
He might have had a little bit of malice there.
I was about to say,
you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, Eddie Murphy as a 19-20-year-old fucking. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He probably was fucking a lot. You're right.
Well, yeah,
he was.
He got 30 kids.
Oh my god. Eddie Murphy, we love you. We're not talking shit about you. That's just Brian.
He has 10. That's not.
Hey, we like your ex-wife to be on the show.
Oh my god. Signing off.
All right, with that note,
we're on Podcast Beam and iTunes.
Disrespectful shit I've heard in my life.
What? I just said like she's interesting. She has an interesting story.
I guess she's interesting.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drink the rest of this drink and shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
That was terrible.
And I'm sober as a nut.
Hey, since we're talking about iTunes real quick,
Well,
that 57-year-old college professor that went through $185,000 worth of fucking grant money. Hilarious.
Goodbye, sir. We'll see you in 10. You're going to jail. Jail.
no, sir. I am
Never
He
getting out.
went
That
through
man spent
$185,000. We said $85,000 for iTunes purchase.
iTunes and meals.
and the rest of it to strippers.
Oh hell no.
I'm
I
like,
bet the judge is like, you ain't paying a bill with this shit or nothing. Like, I can't feel sorry for you for none of this. Like, I can't be like, okay, I understand. That's why you.
he said, hey, that's the biggest flex of the decade.
That's the biggest what?
Flex of the decade.
College kid. Hell yeah.
Oh God. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done. I talked too much.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Yeah, I'm good now.
All right, y'all. If y'all want to catch up with us, we're on
They don't.
Google Play Music. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify, and we're on SoundCloud. And the video stays on YouTube forever and ever. Amen.
And we're
So
Facebook too.
we will see y'all again next Monday, 10 o'clock, right here, wherever you guys. I don't know. Some of y'all might be on the toilet watching this, but
All right.
y'all be blessed, and we'll see y'all. Thank you for letting us keep you company. Peace.
Howdy.